Hey, beautiful people! On today's episode of the Quaint Pursuit, I'm going to be showing you how to draft a pattern for a simple bikini top and bottom. So, if that sounds good to you, then keep watching. To draft this pattern, you're going to need pattern paper, a ruler, a French curve, a pencil, tailor's chalk, a marker, a tape measure, and you're going to need paper scissors. You're also going to need the following measurements. Your waist circumference, so measure around where you want the waist of your bikini to sit. Your bikini length, that's going to be from the top of your bikini down to your crotch. Crotch width A, which is the narrowest part of your crotch. Crotch width B, which is about 5 inches away from the narrowest part of your crotch. And crotch width C, which is about 2 inches away from crotch width B. You're also going to need your back waist measurement. And when I say your back waist measurement, I mean you're going to measure from one side of the back of your waist to the other side of the back of your waist. If you minus this measurement from your waist circumference, you get your front waist measurement. You're also going to need your side seam length, which is from the top of where you want your bikini to start to the bottom of where you want it to end. And the final measurement for the bikini bottom is the bikini length, and that's specifically at the back. So you're going to measure from the top where you want your bikini to start down to where you left off for the bikini length for the front. For the bikini top, you're going to measure the bra length, so that's going to be from the top of the triangle to below your breast. You decide where you want the top of your triangle to sit. You're going to need the bra width, which is going to be from one side of your breast to the other side. You're going to need your bra strap length, which is from the top of the triangle to your neck. And you're also going to need your below bust circumference. So measure around the area that's below your breasts. If you'd like to change the playback speed of this video to make it faster or slower, take the following steps. Now let's get started on our pattern. So the very first thing you want to do is to start by drawing a vertical line on your pattern paper. You want to leave enough space on both sides because we're going to be drafting the back and front of the underwear on both sides. As you can see there, I drew a horizontal line at the bottom, and what I'm doing now is measuring and marking the front bikini length on the vertical line, and I'm just using my chalk to label the front and back. Now I'm measuring and marking the back bikini length on the vertical line as well. Next up, I'm using my ruler to square a line out from both marks. And I am measuring and marking half of crotch width A on the horizontal line, and that's on both sides. I just thought of adding an extra 1/4 inch to both sides for more coverage, because we don't want to have anything falling out or exposing us. Something to note is that this area is usually about 3 inches wide, but make sure that you measure yourself so that you can get your own specific measurement. Measure 5 inches up from the horizontal line and measure and mark half of crotch width B on the front of the bikini. Now measure 2 inches away from that and measure and mark half of crotch width C on the vertical line. Next, measure and mark half of the front waist measurement, and what I'm doing here is to use my ruler to connect all the marks that I just made. I'm using my tape measure to draw a line down from the front waistline I only want my side seam to be 1 inch long, but if you want yours to be 5, 6, whatever measurement you got, then go ahead and use that measurement. But afterwards, you're going to use your French curve to draw a curved line in, and you can see where the shape of the underwear is taking form. Now we can work on the back. But first, I'm using my ruler to add a 1/2 inch allowance all the way around. Allowance is definitely important here. Now for the back. I'm measuring and marking half of the back waist on the back of the bikini, and I am also drawing a 1 inch line down from that back waist for my side seam. I'm measuring and marking 4 inches away from the crotch, and I am squaring out by half of crotch width B. I'm using my ruler to connect the marks, and finally I can use my French curve to add a curved line to complete. However, if you want to have a bikini that has more coverage at the back, then you would just use your ruler to draw a straight line from the side seam to the crotch. As you can see, I added a 1/2 inch allowance all around the back of my bikini bottom as well, and I'm labeling it to indicate how much seam allowance there is, and I also put 2 fold symbols so I know that this part of the pattern should be placed on the fold. For the bikini top, my camera stopped recording somehow, but it's pretty simple. Just draw a rectangle that has a width that's equal to the bra width and a length that's equal to the bra length. Then find the center of the rectangle and draw a line from top to bottom to divide it into half. Now draw 2 lines from the base of the rectangle up to the top of the center line to form a triangle. Extend the center line by a 1/2 inch at the bottom and draw a curved line to complete. You can use a French curve to do this, or you can draw it freehand. Once that's done, add a 1/2 inch allowance all around the triangle, and at the top measure and mark 1/2 inch up from the peak and square across instead of having a pointy top. This is so that when you cut out your bikini pieces and you're putting the straps for the neck, you will have space to actually add the strap. That's why I said to square the top instead of having it pointed. Cut your pattern from the pattern paper. For the bra strap, draw a rectangle that has a length of 1.5 inches and a width that is 2 times your bra strap length. Cut it from the pattern paper and label accordingly. This says 6, but it should really say 2. Draw another rectangle with a length of 1.5 inches and a width that is equal to your below bust circumference. If you don't have a long continuous piece, then you could cut out multiple pieces and tape them together like what I'm doing here, and I am labeling it, and this should only be cut once, but I'm measuring to make sure that it's equal to my below bust circumference, and I'm drawing a fold symbol there, so that means whenever I'm cutting out this piece, it should be on the fold. So by the time you're done, you should have 5 pattern pieces just like this, and Next week, I'm going to be showing you how to size down this pattern into a bikini that has strings at the sides. I'm also going to show you how to sew this bikini. So if that sounds good to you, then make sure that you're subscribed to the Quaint Pursuit and turn on your notifications so that you won't miss my uploads. Thank you so much for watching, and if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend.